Hey, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai. And this still part one of the greatness of black people. I actually started this video. I want to say I started yesterday, and as I was making the video, and this how I know it's Satan, man. Satan just trying to take away the word. I was making the video. I was making it. I was screen recording the video. Then the video cut off. So I had to start back. I had to start it back where I left off at and screen record again. And the video was like 53 minutes. So when I stopped the video, you could hear the screen recording from the video that I just did, but every time I posted it, you couldn't hear it. It's like it was muted when I posted it, but when I go to the camera roll and listen to the voiceover or listen to the screen record, you can hear it as plain as day. So that's how I know it was Satan, man. So I'm coming back again, making it. It's kind of like a part two, but it ain't a part two because it's part of part one. I'm basically uh finishing where I left off at, man. I know I was getting into Jacob, man. I was finna get into our forefather Jacob, but then the video cut. Now all of a sudden, that was it. Now the other video, I can't even post the other video because you can't hear it. So, Lord willing, this video be edifying, man. I went upset, man, because I know that everything's spiritual. Maybe the Most High wanted me to make it again. Maybe I missed something or I didn't say something that He wanted me to say in the first video. So I ain't tripping, man. I'm just taking it under the chin, and Lord willing, I continue where I left off at, man. Be mighty like the first video through the Spirit. So I was going into Jacob. Jacob was the first account I finna get into, man. Going to the greatness of our people, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people are great. Simple as that. We are the chosen people of God, and I'm gonna get this account of our forefather Jacob. And everybody can't say, every race of people on this earth can't say that their ancestors did what our ancestors did, man. Check this out. I want y'all, I don't even know where I'm going. I want y'all to really, in these accounts that I bring out, I want y'all to really, if y'all have to, close your eyes and just listen. And I want y'all to think about these accounts, man, and just picture these accounts playing out like you sitting in there, like you write a picture these situations happening and you in a room or you watching them with your eyes. Picture these situations happening and you looking and seeing these things, man. These are beautiful accounts, and our history is so beautiful. That's why they had to steal our history. Like I said in my first part one. This Genesis chapter 32 and verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. So this is going into our forefather Jacob on how he even got his name changed to Israel. You have some people understand or people know that Jacob's name was changed to Israel, but some people don't understand how did this man's name change? How did he even get the name Israel? And this account right here should show you why we take honor and pride in this by saying we Israel, by saying we the Israelites, because our forefather had to wrestle an angel to receive this name. So we take pride and honor in that. We ain't gonna be like, we Israel, we the Israelites. No, that's why we be like, no, we the Israelites, right? We Israel, right? Because that's mean prince of the power. We kings of this earth. Our forefather wrestled an angel to get this name. Let's get it. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. So, Jacob, our forefather Jacob, imagine Jacob wrestling this man. Jacob getting the best of him. Jacob getting the best of this man to the point where he had to hit him. He had to touch his thigh, hit him in the thigh. And it said his thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. So this show you how mighty and how powerful our forefathers and foremothers was. Jacob was still wrestling this man with his thigh out of joint. Just imagine that. A lot of people in today's time would be like, stop, bro. You got it. You won. Stop. That's how a lot of people would be. But our forefather Jacob, he wrestled. He kept wrestling this man. He kept fighting this man. It said to the breaking of the dawn, man. and he had a dislocated thigh, or his thigh was out of joint, dislocated. Verse 26, and he said, "Let me go, for the day breaketh." And he said, "I will not let thee go except thou bless me." So just imagine this account, man. Our forefather Jacob, our forefather Jacob was working this man. Probably had him in the chit lock, I mean the head lock. You know, dude probably got his feet up. Jacob got him in the head lock. He like, let me go, let me go, let me go. Jacob like, no, you gonna bless me. I ain't do all this fighting for nothing. Right? I ain't do this for nothing. I ain't fight you for this long for nothing. You gonna bless me. I ain't letting you go until you bless me. That's what our forefather Jacob saying. And he said unto him, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Jacob." And he said, "Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince have thou power with God, and with men have prevailed. Has prevailed. Let me see if I want to keep on. So our forefather Jacob was an Israelite. Well, he was the father of the Israelites. They came from him, but he wrestled an angel. I want y'all to truly understand this, man. And this shows you gotta understand the kingdom is within us, man. Like the mighty brother Eliezer, man, did a lesson on, man. We gotta understand our greatness, man. We gotta understand the power of our brain, the power of our mind, the power of our spirit. The kingdom of heaven is within us. You feel what I'm saying? And our forefather Jacob, he wrestled an angel to get that name Israel. So that's why we don't take that lightly. That's why we take honor and joy in being called the Israelites, man. That's a beautiful thing. Nobody else can't say that. Nobody else can say that they got a name, that they forefather wrestled an angel to get a name for their people. They can't say that. You know, they can't say that. So this is just a beautiful account to show the greatness of our people. They don't want to speak on this history. You got Black History Month. They give us the shortest month to talk about our history, but they're not talking about like the history of our people that's in the Bible though. After this man wrestled an angel and won to get the name Israel that was passed on to his children, which became the Israelites. Understand that, man. So let's get another count of our people being great. Let's get the book of First Maccabees. First Maccabees is in the Bible, in the Apocrypha. If y'all look into the Apocrypha was taken out the Bible. But if you get the King James 1611 version, the Apocrypha is in there. But they took the Apocrypha out. The so-called white man, he took the Apocrypha out because he said this book wasn't canon. He didn't believe it was canon. He didn't believe it was supposed to be in the Bible. So who is he to say that this book not supposed to be in the Bible if it came in the Bible? You know what I'm saying? So it shows you that they hiding certain stuff in this book. So when you read First Maccabees and Second Maccabees, that goes into the Greek captivity, the time where Israel was in captivity under the Greeks, something that they don't want to speak out. Why they don't want to speak on the Greek captivity? Because they glorify the Greeks in America. You got the fraternities, they glorify the Greeks. They got Greek mythology, they glorify that. You know what I'm saying? They glorify Zeus and all that. They glorify the Greek captivity. So they can't tell us, they can't have First Maccabees and Second Maccabees in the Bible, because that shows you that the Greeks wasn't who they paint them to be. These were some nasty, disturbing people, man. These people were disgusting, right? They was wicked. So I'm gonna read this account of the mighty forefather Eliezer, man. Let's get this. And when I read this, man, it sounds like something out of a movie, because understand, the so-called white man and these people that make these movies for Hollywood, they get their ideas from the Bible. They get most of their majority of their ideas from the Bible. That's why a lot of these movies, they line up with the Bible, because the so-called white man don't read this book. That's where he get his ideas from. He's not smart enough to come up with these things on his own. And it's not too far-fetched if the so-called white man stole everything throughout history and made us think he founded it. Why would it be hard to think that the so-called white man, didn't steal stuff from the Bible and try to change it up a little bit to make us think that he came up with it, if he been doing that throughout history? He have. And he did the movie 300, you feel what I'm saying? It's supposed to be based off, it's really based off us, of Gideon. If you read the Bible, Gideon went to war with 300 men. That's where they get that movie 300 from. they went to war with 300 men in that movie 300. So they get even Book of Eli got that from the Bible. They ain't just come up with that. So this is Ezekiel chapter, my bad, first Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 43 through 46. This reads, Eleazar also surnamed Severin, perceiving that one of the beasts armed with royal harness was higher than all the rest. So this is a time of us going in war, man. This is a time of a mighty. This is the account of the mighty brother Eleazar. This is an account of him in war right now. So when I read this, I want y'all to picture this playing in your head. Eleazar also surnamed Severin, perceiving that one of the beasts armed with royal harness was higher than all the rest, and supposing that the king was upon him. So this was an elephant. When you keep reading on, it's going to tell you that this beast, this high beast, was an elephant, and they say it was armed with royal harness. So it was armed, it was protected, man. It probably had gold or armor plates on it. You know what I'm saying? You know how you watch those movies with them war animals? They got armor on to be protected. That's how this big animal was. And it said the king was upon it. So the king was on this elephant, riding this elephant. It was the biggest animal of them all. And it says, put himself in jeopardy to the end he might deliver his people, to get him a perpetual name. So Eleazar, he put himself in jeopardy that he might deliver his people. That's a real G. That's the mindset of a real G. You have people look at a gangster in today's time and selling dope. That maybe shot 2 people. That maybe that's in a gang. That's maybe a big homie. People look at that as being a gangster. But we look at this as being a gangster. When you fighting for your people, man, when you ain't scared to risk your life. See, a lot of these so-called gangsters in today's time, when they get in that detective room, whatever they call it, what they call that room, the investigation room, they start squealing. The police come in with some McDonald's. I give you some McDonald's. Here, take it. Just tell me what so and so was at during this time. Then he might say, "Oh, I ain't telling you nothing." Then he say, "Okay, you're gonna get cold in that cell for 10 years." Then he kind of his eyes start getting big. He start looking around. Okay, this is what happened. So and so was there. So and so told me to do this. I didn't want to, but he told me. He gave me the gun. He shot. I ran. He drove off and picked me up, and we left. And they started squealing. But it's supposed to be so-called gang. No, this is a real gangster right here, to fight for his people and risk his life for his people. And it says to give him a perpetual name. Let's see what he did. Wherefore he ran upon him courageously through the midst of the battle, slaying on the right hand and on the left hand, so that they were divided from him on both sides. So just to picture this. He running through the midst of the battle. Just imagine him running through the midst of, you see this in movies, running through the midst of the battle. He's slaying people on the left hand side, and he's slaying people on the right hand side. While he's running, he's slaying them. It says to the point where they were divided from him on both sides. So he knocking them off on the left side. He knocking them off on the right side. Keep going. Which done, he crept under the elephant. So Eleazar crept under the elephant and thrust him under and slew him. Whereupon the elephant fell down upon him, and there he died. So Eleazar, he found a way to get under the elephant. And while he got under the elephant, he slew the elephant from under, and the elephant died and fell on him, and then Eleazar died. He went out like a G. He went out like a straight gangster, man. And then when you go back to what I just read in verse 44, he said he did this to not only deliver his people, but to get a perpetual name. He ended up getting that perpetual name because we still talking about this mighty act of Eleazar in 2023. So he got that perpetual everlasting name that will live on and live on to the kingdom, Lord willing. Right? We read this account, man. We salute brother Eleazar, man. This is a mighty act to do that not a lot of men would do, especially in war for their people. Not a lot of men will go to war. So this is a beautiful account, man. Just to know this our forefathers, man. We don't come from gang banging. That's not our culture. Our culture is not robbing, hitting licks, Our culture not just dribbling the basketball, playing football, being rappers. We are warriors. We got warriors in our blood. We just don't know that because we've been discontinued from our heritage. We don't understand that this is in our blood. Our forefathers were slaying people left and right. He slew an elephant from the bottom during war and risked his life for his people, man. This in our blood. This is Israelite. This is who we is, man. Like the Bible said, we the prince we the prince of the power. We the prince of the power. Understand that, man. This sound like something off a movie, right? Best believe it's something off a movie. He running through the middle of the battle. He's slaying people from the left hand side and from the right hand side. Then when he get under the elephant, he stabbed the elephant under him from he stabbed the elephant from the bottom and the elephant fall on him. But you got to think about this. The reason why, the reason why Eleazar had to slay that elephant, because that's the big elephant. He probably was killing a lot of the men, bro. He probably was killing a lot of his brothers, and the king was on that elephant. So that king was given charge. So everybody was looking for that king and that elephant to show them what to do next. So Eleazar already knew I gotta slay this elephant. I gotta slay this elephant and try to kill this king. Cause when they slew, if they dead, nobody not gonna know what to do from their army. So I gotta get to them. He killing a lot of my brothers, man. So I gotta kill him. I might die. I might die in the midst of doing it. But hey, I'm gonna risk my life to kill this elephant, man. To kill this big beast. That's our people, bro. This is where we come from. This is our heritage. Our history. This is our history according to the Bible. Let me get another account. That's mighty brother Eleazar. So let's get Joshua. Let's get something that Joshua did. It's Joshua 10. The Joshua 10 and 12. Then spake Joshua to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, and he said in the sight of Israel, son, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou moon in the valley of Ajalon. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. So understand this. Our forefather Joshua, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he told the sun to stay still and the moon to stay still. It stood still. So just imagine in today's time, it's 11 o'clock p.m. It's supposed to be dark, but all of a sudden the sun's still out. So the sun stood still, so he was able to slay his enemies. Because understand that when it get dark, it's hard to kind of slay your enemies in the dark because you can barely see them and things like that, and they be trying to hide. So he was like, okay, let me let please, sun, stay out a little bit longer so we can slay these men. And the Most High God, through the spirit and power of the Most High God, Joshua allowed the sun to stay still. What other race of people doing this? What other race of people can say my forefather froze the sun? Told the sun to stand still and it stood still. These are Israelites. These are our people. This is how great our history is. This is why they had to steal our history. This is why when you look at all these Bible movies, all these biblical movies, the cast are white. This is why. Because our history is so great, they want to steal our history. They want to play the people in the Bible. They want to play you. That's how great our history is, that they got to steal it and whitewash it to try to make them fit the people of the Bible because they want to be this great. They wish they had a forefather to freeze the sun up. They wish they had a forefather with courage like Eleazar. They wish they had a forefather like Jacob that wrestled an angel to get the name, the greatest name on the face of the earth. They wish they had that, but they don't. This is our greatness. Besides what they teach us about Black History Month, about the Black Panthers, about Martin Luther King, about Rosa Parks, about Thurgood Marshall. Right? They teach us that, but they don't teach us about our people in the Bible, our greatness in the Bible. This is our greatness in the Bible, man. This is where you find it at. Our history go way back, man, since the beginning. So that's our forefather Joshua, man. He was able through the spirit and power of the Most High God to freeze the sun up. Understand what I'm saying, bro. Take this in. I want y'all. I'm making this video because I want our people to feel good about themselves. I want our people to, when this video is over, I want our people to be happy in the inside. They spirit happy because they know that they descend and come from these great men. I want y'all to feel good about and positive about yourselves. That y'all not just niggas. That y'all not just whores. That y'all, I ain't gonna say not just y'all. None of that. We are the Israelites. We are God's chosen people, and this is living proof. Because this Bible is alive and real. So that's just an account of our forefather Joshua, man, freezing up the sun. And this is where they get these ideas from in Hollywood with these superheroes. Stan Lee, the old Edomite, that old nasty Edomite that came up with all these so-called Marvel characters, which he probably stole the ideas from somebody black. Let's be real. But out of all these Marvel characters that got all these supernatural powers, they get this from the Bible, man. Because our forefathers were actually doing this. What man you know that's actually freezing, telling the sun to stand still and it stands still? It ain't getting dark. They get this stuff from the Bible. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk. They get all this stuff from our people. Go back. Let's get Samson, man. Since I said Incredible Hulk and the Thing, that what is called the Thing off of Fantastic Four. They got that from our forefather Samson. Samson had that strength, bro. It's the book of Judges, chapter 15 and verse 14. And when he came unto Lehi, this is going to Samson. It's the only person they get right on these Bible movies. Samson, the only person they get right is the so-called black man. Everybody else white. It don't make sense. But it said, and when he came unto Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him, and the spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him, and the cords that were upon his arms became as flax that was burnt with fire, and his bands loosed from off his hands. So picture this, man. They had the brother Samson, chained up. Just imagine the chains that's on this man's hands, arms, burned off. So he free. He free. I bet these Philistines was losing their mind, bro. They're like, what's going on? He chained up. Now all of a sudden it burned off. The cord burned off. So now he free. That's the spirit of the Lord. This is how powerful we is as Israelites when we keep these commandments and we follow behind the Most High God. We can do stuff like this. Right? We can do things like this. The reason why we don't think we can do things like this, when Yahushua was raising people up from the dead, the disciples had the power to raise people up from the dead too. So why we don't really see that no more? Because the lack of faith that's in this society, man, that's in this generation. It's a lack of faith. Our people don't truly believe in the Most High God. And a lot of them don't follow his will and keep his commandments. So it's impossible. They think it's impossible for them to do. But what the Bible said, faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. We got to have that faith. And our forefathers back then, they had way more faith than we have as a generation now. Samson had faith. So the Most High God had the spirit upon him, and the Most High God freed those cords that was on him and had him as a slave. He freed those off of him. So let's see what he did. And he found a new jawbone of an ass and put forth his hand and took it and slew 1,000 men therewith. And Samson said, with the jawbone of an ass, heaps upon heaps, with the jaw of an ass, have I slain 1,000 men. So I want y'all to just think about this. Can I see your phone real quick? I'm finna show y'all a picture. I'm finna show a picture real quick. It said that he slew 1,000 men with a jawbone of an ass or a donkey. Imagine a man slaying 1,000 men with this. This is a jawbone of an ass. It said Samson slew 1,000 men. This is our forefather, Samson. He was an Israelite. He one of us. This is in our blood. The same blood that he had to be able to slay 1,000 men is the same blood that we got in our veins. He slew 1,000 men with he didn't have no fancy weapons. He had a jawbone of a donkey. Meanwhile, the Philistines, I bet you they had knives, they had armor on and everything. He slew 1,000 of them by himself with a jawbone of an ass or a donkey. Understand this, bro. I want y'all to really think about this, bro. Nowadays we have guns, machetes, nunchucks, pistol, things like that. But this man had a jawbone. He seen a jawbone. He picked it up and he slew 1,000 men with it. And our forefathers, it's nothing new. Our forefathers was doing that. What they said. Saul killed his thousands and David his 10,000s. So our men was going to war on the regular, killing thousands of men by themselves, just slaying them. That's in our blood. We are warriors. But like I said before, we've been discontinued from our heritage. We don't forgot about us being warriors. We think we basketball players. You know what I'm saying? We think we baseball players. You know, we think we just average Joes out here. We think we just average human beings out here. No, we're not average. We are set apart. We are different. We are great. We are chosen. We are princes. And sisters are princesses of Zion. Understand what I'm saying? I want y'all to soak this in. 1,000 men. He slew what? He slew not 100, not 15, not 25, not 85, not 300, not 400. He slew 1,000 men. How long was he fighting? How long was he out there fighting to slay 1,000 men with only a jawbone of an ass? So think about that, man. I want y'all really meditate on that. Let me get this real quick right here. The water. It's the book of 1 Chronicles. Let's get 1 Chronicles 11. This 1 Chronicles chapter 11. This 1 Chronicles chapter 11 and verse 22. Hold up. This is 1 Chronicles chapter 11 and verse 22. But Benaiah, the son of Jehudah, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts. He slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. So he slew 2 lion men of Moab. So they probably were Moab's biggest warriors. They probably was real big, but they probably was the best soldiers that they had. He said he slew 2 men by himself. He slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. Also, he went down and slew a lion in a pit in a snowy day. So not only did he slay 2 lion-like men of Moab, he also went down in a pit on a snowy day and slew a lion. Tell me what man you know doing this, bro. What man you know going down on a snowy day and slaying a lion? What other nationality people can say that they ancestors, they people did this, bro? We doing this. It said he slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. So he slew them. And it said also he went down and slew a lion in a pit in a snowy day. So this was a mighty brother.